look at that, the dam. How pretty is that? Oh, here's the one-lane road. Okay. Oh, this is the water we were looking at. We saw the lake vista. Oh, look at all those birds up there. Raptors. Those are all raptors. Pretty sure. I don't know. They could be carrion. They could be vultures. I guess vultures tend to group like that more than raptors do. I mean, there's something dead. Okay, it's our turn. And the boot. I'm surprised there isn't an Army Corps of Engineer campground around here somewhere. These are the places they usually put those. Dam Point Recreation Site. Pretty. More lake view off to the right. Probably got fish and game wardens out there. Well, I cannot pull over into the overlook because there are pickup trucks parked there. There's the river. There's the river. Well, that's more of the lake. this mountain driving is what really reminds me of driving through the mountains in Lake Elsinore with all of the switchback kind of curves. Of course, I think we're at a much higher altitude here, but still, the way the roads are cut around the outside of the mountains and stuff, that's what they did at Elsinore. On the Elsinore Highway, so this curvy part really reminds me of driving the Elsinore Highway. Okay, so watch for walking man. Let's have some trailheads here. Oh, we have a lot area over there, okay. So the good news is they have the speed limits through here at 40 miles per hour, and 40 miles per hour I can do in the mountains. So I don't feel like I'm holding anybody behind me up. Plus the person in front of me isn't going much faster, so, I mean, they might be a little bit ahead of me, but not so much that, you know, they're running away from me anyway. Pine Forest RV Camp. Drop down into the Uinta Basin, which the Uinta Basin is where Blind Frog Ranch, Skinwalker Ranch, Vernal, all of those places are. We should go by Blind Frog Ranch coming in this way. They didn't have another episode on television, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I know they had a lot of trouble with trespassing prospectors and stuff, so I'm not sure if Dwayne canceled doing any more of the show because of the publicity that was bringing, you know, people onto the property looking for what Dwayne was looking for. There's supposed to be a pool there that is a healing pool. People would go and get into the pool, and it would heal arthritis and, you know, different kinds of things that they had going on. So if I can get on Blind Frog Ranch, I am a insider. About down to the elevation where tree line starts. Siri, what is the tree line elevation in the Uinta Mountains?
The tree lies at an altitude of 14,765 feet. This answer is from encyclopedia.com.
That's the top. Siri, what's the low elevation for the tree line in the Uinta Mountains?
Tree line occurs at 7,500 feet, 2,300 meters. The vegetation in this harsh alpine zone consists of herbaceous and shrubby subalpine meadows. This zone has a large winter snowpack with low temperatures for much of the year. This is from Wikipedia.
Thank you. And the low temperatures for most of the year, we've gone from 81 to 76 degrees, so she's not wrong. kicking my ass.
What do you want to say to Hippie Fan?
Cancel.
Okay, canceled.
Knocked everything off there. I was going too fast to pull off, people. Man. We'll get better scenery, so to speak, through the camera. It's up higher in the windshield, and hopefully it will just pick up better footage. So when I got out to walk Winky, I heard a sound going in the camper, and it's like, what is that sound? And I thought, oh my God, I'm burning up the water pump or something like that. And so I got in to check, and it was my electric can opener. I took a pull out that I was not able to stop fast enough, really, and went off into like this bumpy area. And so the bumpy area knocked the stuff off of the cabinets that normally is secure, and the can opener bumped and turned itself on. So I had to go in and turn off the can opener, and then I noticed that one more time I forgot to secure the cabinets with the groceries. So some of those things came tumbling down, but luckily the glass jar that I have that has marinara sauce in it didn't break. Everything else is plastic or cans. So, yeah. So it was quite a wild ride that we took on that little pullover, because those people were tailgating me. And, you know, I don't know that I'm going to do that ever again. If there isn't a wide paved pull out for me to take, they're just going to have to stay behind me. And that's the decision that I have made since pulling out in that one unpaved thing that was on the downhill slope, and 30 miles was too fast to be able to stop. So yeah, so anyway, they'll just have to wait until I can get to a paved pullout after this, because I'm not going to do that anymore. There were 3 vehicles behind me, and then when I pulled back out and got back on the road, then like boom, 2 people like from an alternate universe just suddenly appeared right there behind me. And that stuff is, you know, I mean, I get it, they're not pulling a trailer, so they can travel however fast they want to on this road, but they're just going to have some grace. And we are in Utah, which is like the Mormon capital, and these people, if they're Mormon or Christian, either one, it doesn't matter, they should be able to give grace for someone who is pulling a trailer. Just my final answer. They'll just have to wait until they can't get around me. That's just all there is to it. Because I'm just not pulling out into unpaved things anymore. Not doing it. Because I will post the footage of that, because it was scary. I did not think I was going to stop. And I could see myself just plowing right into the side of the hill that was in front of me. It was scary. Not as scary as the time we came around the curve when I was in the car with Ted and we were in my Bug back in the 80s. Then we came around a curve on one of these mountain, turns on the Elsinore Mountains, and came up on a line of traffic that was at a stop. He swerved to the left because that was the only way that he could go and try to avoid rear-ending somebody. And when he swerved to the left, there was a semi coming at us. So that was scary, and I remember just putting my hands on the dashboard and closing my eyes and saying, oh my God. And then we stopped moving, and I opened my eyes. I thought, God, I must be dead, because we're not moving anymore and nothing hurts, so I must have died instantaneously. That was my actual thought. And
then when I opened my eyes, I noticed that we were on a little, like one of these little side out things here that's only big enough for a car, and a compact car at that. We were on one of those on the other side of the line of stopped traffic. And so I'm sure that the people that were in that line of traffic that day tell the story of the day that the Volkswagen Bug levitated over their heads. Or we shifted into another timeline, or we went to an alternate universe, or something. Something happened, but we did not die that day, and we should have, because that truck was probably, I don't know, 30 feet in front of us. And it was moving, and we were moving, and so there was no avoiding it. But we did. So I don't know if that was an alien encounter. Maybe spaceship went, "Oop, nope, you're not done yet," and picked us up and put us over there with a tractor beam or something. Or we switched realities or timelines. Something happened, because we did not die that day. And we were on a collision course with death. Certain death. Because that the speed limit was 30. We were doing 30, they were doing 30, and they were 30 feet in front of us. And so, yeah. Certain death if we had collided. But we didn't. And that is the miracle. So, however, I don't feel like I'm living on borrowed time. I don't feel like I'm living on borrowed time. I think I'm still on the time I'm supposed to be here. Because when I look back, that was not the day I was supposed to die. I feel like a little big man with Dustin Hoffman, and every day he'd go up and he'd lay on his pyre bed and lay down with his chief staff on his chest and go, "Today's a good day to die," because he was ready. And so it just that day just wasn't my day. And like I said, I don't feel like there's like a borrowed time thing, going on with me. So now see, there was a paved turnout, and I could turn out, and I can get back on the road without doing any weird shit with the wheels or the tires, and people can go around me. So yeah, I'm not in a hurry. I got 12 miles to Main Street in Vernal. So, but this is really pretty. This is really pretty up here. I think we will go by Dinosaur Valley National Monument and see if maybe we can find something over there to stay tonight. Passing lane 1/2 mile, you can wait. Anybody behind me. Okay, so here we are. Here's a mine. This looks like the stuff, the kind of hills and stuff that Ryan Skinner and Dwayne's kid, I can't think of his name, and Jim, somebody, that they were climbing around and looking for another entrance into the water-filled cave, where they found the wooden structure that had all of the rocks in it. And the rocks inside of it, when they opened them up, had this chemical substance inside that was worth a lot of money. So, they were looking for the Aztec gold. That was what the whole show started about, was looking for the Aztec gold. And then they found out that they could actually be looking for the Mormon gold too. And so So they were just looking through all kinds of stuff, but they were looking for a dry entrance into that waterfill cave to see if they could find one. Because they drilled one, but then they got down in there and the air was bad. There was gas and some kind of gas and radiation that was escaping into the tunnel that they were in. And so they had to get out real fast. And Dwayne was the last one out and almost could have died. He was in bad shape by the time they got him to the top. He was losing consciousness and barely made it into the little lift thing that they had, and so it was kind of scary. And that may be the reason that they aren't that they didn't film another season because of the risks that were being taken, and Prometheus maybe didn't want to be a part of that. That's what Dwayne wants to do with his own safety is one thing, but risking the safety of the camera people at the same time, probably not a good idea. So Prometheus may have backed out on that, and that's why there isn't a season 4. Yeah, and the geologists from the first 2 seasons didn't come back for season 4 either. He went on to do something else because he was one of the Dwayne. I can't think of his name. It's not coming to me. Dwayne's kid and the geologist were the ones who went down into the tunnel once they got it wide enough, big enough to be able to put people down in there. And so the geologist didn't come back for season 3 either. He only did the first 2 seasons. However, they did contact him in season 3 about what to look for and how to look for possible dry entrances to that flooded tunnel. So he was still involved in a little, in a way, but he did not come back and film anymore. However, there was a cameraman on the other end when they contacted him, so I guess he agreed to film that part of it, but he was busy doing something else. He was an oil field geologist, so he may have been off doing what he does to make money. Okay, so I guess you people can drive as fast as you want. We're doing the speed limit, actually, for a change. We are doing 65, which is the speed limit. We are content with that. Well, I wonder if that's Brandon. Flying in that helicopter. We're on the wrong highway for Skinwalker Ranch. Here we are, Vernal, Utah, home of Phenomenon. I know there's a lot of people on the Skinwalker Insiders page that when is Phenomenon going to come, blah, 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 blah. But it says right on the page, Vernal, Utah's exclusive.
1 mile, turn right on West Main Street.
So, yeah, probably not going to.
Well, that's a nice little KOA. High Country Coca-Cola, huh? A bottling plant? Looks like it. Bunch of Coca-Cola trucks. I didn't come out this way when I was here before. Last year, I just kind of mainly drove Highway 40 around. I got lost a lot over by the airport. Dinosaur National Monument. Let's kind of see what's up with that. So there's going to be a left turn up here. Headquarters of Ashley National Forest. They have dinosaurs everywhere here in town. Now we're going to move over so we can turn left and go out to the Dinosaur National Monument. Okay, Winky, sit the fuck down.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Okay, we're done with you. We're done with you. The Dinosaur National Monument is not that way, but I should have turned left here. That's what I think. I should have turned left here. I guess that's a paint job, though. Let's see what that happened. Vernal's a nice little town. They have lots of interesting gift shops and things like that around. I think this is the street that has the BLM office on it. And then we go up here a couple of blocks and turn right, and we're at the conference center. Yeah, this little building right here, I think, is the BLM office. No, not. I was wrong. It's not.